Welcome to my latest video. This is a video hop and we are focusing today on the ink colours for Stampin' Up. My name's Donna, I am Kavona Crafts, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. This is Sunday the 1st of September and these are the current ink colours. So we have Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop. This is Moody Mauve. We have got Boho Blue, Pebble Path, Copper Clay and Wild Wheat. These are Stampin' Write markers. So these are exactly the same ink as our ink pads and they have two ends. So they have a writing end and a brush end. I love Stampin' Up colours. I love the coordination. So I have these Stampin' Write markers. As I say, these are the same ink as the ink pads. I have the blends, which are alcohol based. I have the ink pads. So today, let's crack on with what we are going to do today. So I had to make a card for my dad because it's his birthday, and I decided to use the ink colours. The ink colours being the Wild Wheat, Pebble Path and Boho Blue. So I've used a combination of inks and cardstock and a couple of stamp sets. So I will first of all show you how I did the background piece, and then we will quickly assemble a card, and then I'll show you some more examples using the more recent ink colours. So this is a standard card. So it is A6 in size, so it's 21 by 14.8, scored at 10.5. So let me get some paper because we might get a little bit messy. What you will need for this technique is you will need the acetate sheets, either some that you have already or some that come with a photopolymer stamp set. The thick one is best. So I've just got some paper so I can lay that on. You will need your ink pads. So we can add bits of Pebble Path, bits of Boho Blue, and a little bit of Wild Wheat as well. Then you will need a spritzer. So Stampin' Up sell these, but this was the only one on my desk that got any water. So, and you will spritz generously your splodges of colour. You'll need to get a piece of white card. At the moment, this white card is just an A6 piece of white card. It's not any particular size. And you are going to drop that onto there and try and pick up some more colour. And then I'm going to set that to one side, but because we've still got colour on there, I'm just going to pick up the rest on another piece. And no two pieces are going to be the same. And each time you do this, you will get, as I say, you will get different pattern splodges, and your second piece will be different. So you can pick and choose which piece that you want to use. I'm going to set those aside to dry, and I'm going to bring in something I sort of created earlier on. So this was my piece from earlier on, and I have added a layer of boho blue and a layer of wild wheat. So the measurements, I will put these in the instructions in the description below. So the wild wheat piece is 9.5 by 13.65, and the boho blue is 9 by 13.2, and the white is 8.5 by 12.8. As I said earlier on, we've got a standard A6 card in Pebble Path, and I have a piece of white for the inside, which is 9.5 by 13.8. So we will glue this down inside, so I'm not adding any extra stamping to the inside. Add that to the inside, and that gives you somewhere to write your message. I'm going to add this layered piece to the front of our card. So I am putting that on flat, and I am putting it on centrally. I have stamped and die cut 2 aeroplanes from the Let's Saw, no, I don't know what. Lost. Adventurous Sky, sorry, just lost my train of thought there. So this is a red rubber stamp set, and it is images of aeroplanes and clouds. What I wanted to show you is you can mix and match your blends with your pens. So I'm going to add just some little bits of highlight to the wings and the body with a boho blue light blend, and then I am going to use a block, and using the boho blue pen I'm going to scribble on there so you can hear that, but you can't really see it, so hopefully you can see I've got some ink on there. And using one of the water painters, I'm going to put a wash over the wings, and it gives it a bit of a delicate, more delicate look to your wings, but you have got the main colour with the alcohol pen. But I found the alcohol pen to colour these in is quite bold, and what I wanted was something a bit more subtle. So to the large aeroplane we are going to add some foam pads to the back of. So we will add just a few, and I think it should just fit there. So we'll take the backs off. And we want to put that up there. And then the smaller plane we are adding just flat with glue says if any glue comes out. Oops, and it did quite too much. And we will add that in the background. And then to finish it all off, I have got a birthday sentiment. I didn't want to send 2 cards to my dad, so I've just added this as a happy birthday to you. And there we go. And that is our card created using Boho Blue, Pebble Path and Wild Wheat. So it's quite a stormy sky with those planes. But as I said at the very beginning, I wanted to show you to using the other colours, the other 5 colours that are this year's in colours. These came out with the new catalogue, and I always feel very sad when the colours retire, so I like to get my use out of them. So you tend to find I do a lot with the in colours anyway. So these are Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash and Peach Pie. And what I have created with those colours is a similar background, but this time I've used all the 5 colours in that, and I did a happy birthday banner, and I made a rosette in the colours, but I didn't think it went particularly well, so I will use that on a different card. I think the Summer Splash is a little bit too in your face, and this is too Petunia Poppy. So I made that background, and while I was making that background, like we did earlier on when we created our background for our always make 2. So that was the first one I made, and then I created this one. So this is the second take of those inks, and using the Spotlight on Nature stamps and dies, I created this. So I've stamped, although I've stamped the butterfly and the flower in Pebble Path, which is last year's colours, and then to add the colour, hopefully you can see, oops, to add the colour to the flower and the butterfly, I have used the stamp, this little, let me get, bear with me when I'm trying to, oh, let's see, I can't do it, oh, I'm not, oh, this little stamp here at the bottom. Although this is a red rubber stamp, you can actually line up that little stamp to give you the colours on the butterfly. So I've used Petunia, Pretty in Pink and the Peach Pie, and the Petunia Pop on the flowers, and the Summer Splash on the leaves. And I've used Petunia Pop on the Happy Birthday, and I think that gives me a better, cleaner card, and have put a little card, and it's still the standard A6 card. And I will make something with this rosette at a later time. So I hope you've enjoyed my little video on how to use the in colours, and I hope you will give these a whirl and get your ink colours out, whether you just buy the Stamp and Write pens, or whether you get the alcohol pens, or whether you just get the ink pads or cardstock. Choice is yours, but they are only around for 2 years. So thank you very much, and pleasure having spent 15 minutes with you. This is Donna Golby, Kavona Crafts, and I look forward to seeing you next time.